Welcome to a Famous Names video. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us. For today's video, let's take a look at redoing Boost, whether you call it a fill-in, a redo, a reapplication, etc. Let's begin by removing the color. We've sped this part up to save you a little bit of video watching time. You can remove the color in the method that is most comfortable for you, whether that's using an e-file, a hand file, or wrapping it in some form of wrap method. For this video, we're showing an e-file as well as hand filing. You're simply removing the color to start with. You're removing the color off the surface of the Boost. You do end up removing just a little bit of the Boost in the process of removing the color. The important thing is that you're removing the color from the surface. You're being careful not to file the natural nail and being careful not to file the skin. Remove the color completely. Make sure all of the edges of the Boost are sealed down. Keep in mind that you're probably removing length from this part of the service because your client is coming back in 2 or 3 weeks later, depending on the client and how quickly their nails grow. In removing the length, you're exposing the free edge, so we are going to need to reseal that. You're going to want to make sure all the edges around the nail are sealed down. You don't have any little lifted bits of Boost. We're also going to need to do cuticle work in the regrowth area. So you're going to want to use the cuticle tool that you're the most comfortable with in that regrowth area. When you use your cuticle tools to do that cuticle work, you may snag on a lifted area. And so if you run into any little lifted spots of the Boost, you can just go in and gently file to seal those lifted spots down, just like you would with an enhancement. Once you complete that file work in your cuticle prep, you're ready to reapply your Boost. Before the reapplication, you want to bring in your Cinnatize and scrub that nail clean so that it is completely prepped and ready to go. Don't you love the way Cinnatize makes your salon smell? My clients think it is absolutely fantastic. Once your nail is manicured, scrubbed clean with Cinnatize, make sure you scrub that free edge. We are ready to do base coat application. Let's go ahead and get rid of our dusty table towel where we've been doing file prep so that we don't accidentally contaminate our nails with that dust. Then we're ready to apply that Boost base coat. Remember the swirling trick from the application video. So we'll swirl the base coat brush out, clean it off really well so that we don't have any excess on the brush, and scrub the base coat into that regrowth area. We're also going to scrub the base coat into the free edge. Make sure you're really getting that base coat into that free edge because we've removed that free edge seal by reducing the length. And then we'll cure. Once the base coat has been cured for 1 minute in the LED lamp, we are ready for the application of the Boost. We just need a tiny, tiny bit of Boost because we're going to apply in that regrowth area and along the free edge. Use your favorite gel brush for application of Boost and seal that free edge. Apply your Boost gently into that regrowth area and along that free edge area. You just need a nice thin layer. And once you have that nice thin layer application, you'll be ready to cure. Look how thin that is. Once it's cured, we're ready to apply a thin layer of boost over the entire nail. So we're going to get a little bit more of a scoop on our brush. It's still a nice thin layer. Remember from the application video how nice and thin each layer is so that we get a good cure. If you need a refresher on any of the aspects of Boost application or what lamps work really well with Boost, please reference the application video. The link is in the caption below. We're smoothing the Boost over that entire nail, nice and thin. Oh no, a fuzzy. Or if you're across the pond, a bit of fluff. We can remove that with some nippers. Some days it feels like those fuzzies or those bits of fluff have babies all over the salon. You just pull that out with your nippers and go back over your Boost with a brush and smooth everything back out before you cure it. The same trick works with gel polish. And you can see that Boost application is still nice and thin and it's smooth even though the first layer was just at the regrowth area and the free edge. The great thing about Boost is you can choose your own adventure. You can do Boost top coat at this point, or you can do gel polish. This client would like to go back into color. She's a gardener. She likes to hide that staining. She doesn't want everyone to know she digs in her garden every day. So we're going into a nice, bright, rich color. And look how smooth and creamy that color goes on, even though she has all that ridging going on underneath on her nails. Boost gives her the ability to wear smooth, creamy colors and pull them off beautifully. She's so excited. Cure that first layer of color and come in and apply that second layer of color. Make sure you've sealed the edge with your color and cure each layer of color just like you would for any normal gel polish application. You can also apply a gel enhancement over the top of Boost. Once you're finished applying your gel color, you can come in and apply your Boost top coat. Make sure you seal all of the edges with your Boost top coat. Pull it all the way to the back, all the way around the sides, and seal that free edge. If you should happen to have a little bit too much on your brush, sometimes it's a little easier to drop it down and seal the edges with a little bit too much on the brush. Just clean your brush off, come back in and pull off the excess. Look how nice and thin that Boost application is, even though we reapplied it over the previous Boost. Cure it, clean it off with your IPA, and you're ready for Dadi Oil. Make sure you're telling them the benefits of Dadi Oil and why they should be using it at home while you massage it in. Don't miss that retail opportunity. We hope you've enjoyed this tutorial video on how to redo your Boost application over a previous Boost application. If you need to know or you missed the tutorial on how to do Boost from a fresh application, please check that out. Please join us on social media or subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'd love to have you in future tutorial and past tutorial videos. Thanks for joining us.